Everybody's ego takes a shot on this show.
You gotta keep your chill with Jim, Matt, and Molly.
I am savage.
So you're not special.
Jim, if we want to play this game, we can play this game.
And I'm just like, oh my God, this guy's going to swing on Jim. He's a complicated fellow.
People like me.
I don't think so.
This is Jim, Matt, and Molly, winners of the WBA Award for Best Radio Show on 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and ESPN Madison on YouTube.
We're learning a lot about each other.
The Brewers better bleep and go for it this year.
Do you really realistically think that they could win when there's teams like the Dodgers? Their salary.
I just saw an article that there's nothing stopping the Brewers from going to get Skubal from the Tigers. The way to beat the Dodgers is to have Miz and Skubal together.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. I can imagine.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Sure.
Skubal and Miz. Oh my God, yeah.
That's exciting.
Arnold.
Broadcasting live from the Everlight Solar Studio in downtown Madison, alongside Matt Hamilton and Molly Brown, here's Jim Rutledge.
It is the YouTube only edition of Jim, Matt, and Molly, at least to start. Molly Brown is ready today. I don't know where her location is. I think it's the same as yesterday, or Tuesday, but she's got the headset
Taco
on.
Bell.
She's got the hair did. She's ready to go. Molly Brown ready. Matt Hamilton ready. I am ready. And we got Riley Yauk behind the glass. Riley, we did the jump around earlier together, and I forgot to ask, your shirt, explain it to me. It's got a Camp Randall and then a NASCAR on there.
Yeah.
Please tell me what's going on.
Yeah, so this is my newest pickup from Wisconsin Design Team. Great company. I am a proud brand ambassador, and it is the Camp Randall 500. It's like a take on the vintage racing shirts where it's got the Camp Randall 500. It's got an old NASCAR-looking thing with WDT on it, Wisconsin, and then they put a racetrack around Camp Randall. So I'm a big fan of their work. That's why I'm a brand ambassador, and this is one of the cool shirts I just got.
We all can agree.
No, good for you, man.
Thank you.
The game, and we're excited to have Riley's
yeah.
primetime back, but like Riley's attire game is different than the serial killers, who just rolls up with
I mean it's not a quarter zip or a hoodie all the time. We actually were able to dub one of Ryan's outfits as morning shirt. Like morning as in you're sad, not morning as in good morning.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Riley, it's nice to have a fellow brand ambassador, because I also am a brand ambassador for some different brands. So me and you, same level.
Of course.
Us youngs. Us
Happy
youths.
to be here. Happy to be alongside you on this journey.
Yeah.
Let's hear from the true youth, at least as far as the host, which would be Molly Brown. Hi, Molly.
No.
Hi. All right. Molly Brown, not on the show currently.
Yeah. MIA, which is okay.
Well,
and
Riley,
here's the thing. Molly's 29 going on
I'll figure this
45,
out shortly.
okay? So
wait, I think she can hear us. So
I
should
know,
we just say
yeah,
bad things about her?
yeah, that's kind of what I'm doing. But let's be real. She's got the zoo of children. Yes, she's 29 by age, but in her spirit is 45.
But she looks younger.
What are we
than all
talking
of us.
about?
There she is.
There she is.
Did you
I was
hear-
just saying, me and
how did you
me
guys
and
get into
Riley are
this?
the
All I
youths.
heard was Brewers.
Me and Riley
Okay.
are the youths of the show. You are younger than
Okay.
me, by age, but you act so much older than me.
Yeah,
you're
so
more responsible.
Matt was trying
I was
to
saying,
spin
you're
himself
29
as
going on 45.
The youngster on the show, similar to Riley. And
We're
I was
both
like,
brand ambassadors.
because
Something
we were
young
loving
people
on
do.
Riley's
It's a young man's
shirt.
game.
We were loving on Riley's shirt because it's unique, and then Matt decided to try to pretend he was the young one on the show. And I said, as far as host, Molly's got you beat by 20 years.
Riley just commented how my shirt was tight.
No, he
you
didn't.
look. Yeah,
Off
he did.
air. I
okay.
did earlier.
I mean, you look stiff. It's good. It's a
Stiff?
good look. But
Stiff.
yeah, it's a suit. In a suit and a button-up shirt. That's stiff, man. It's nothing you can do. I mean, and you got cool shoes on, but it is what it is. You can't be chill wearing a suit. Pineapple Express told us this.
Can I say I am in a good mood today? Because twice my shoes were shouted out. One time I was walking away from Carbon World Health. They were doing a special event today, and I went to that. And on my way out, I'm walking by the Goodman Center in Madison, and some person just rolls by, slows down, and goes, "Love the shoes." Made my morning.
And for context,
are you going to show the shoes? Or?
I will show the shoes.
Okay.
And then the other part of it was I was at Festival earlier, and I got stopped again, and they're like, I love the shoes.
So they're Jordan 5. They are the North Carolina blue. Very cool, like lace lock on the top. Jordan 5, iconic silhouette. So, like, I'm a big fan of your sneaker there.
And my Devin Bookers came today, so I'll be wearing those tomorrow out at AmFam.
The McDonald's Devin Bookers. Here's the thing. I don't love Devin Booker, but he actually is making the basketball shoes for, like, streetwear.
Yeah.
Where everyone else they're so tuned to basketball that they look like basketball shoes. You'd never wear them going to the grocery store. The new Devin Bookers are pretty sharp.
And you know me, Molly, I'm for the streets. So
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, sure.
That's definitely
that makes you feel better. Sure.
For me.
All right. You don't want to roll an ankle when you got all those fans chasing you down on the streets, right? So you need that good ankle support, good basketball shoes for when you're
all the ones just
fans.
stopping you when you're walking outside the grocery store. Yep.
Yeah, and
Big time.
as Molly will remind me and everyone multiple times this show, I'm old.
Yeah.
And short.
Yeah, but you're also stylish, Jim.
All right, well, I
It's
appreciate
just like
that. Look, that's the one thing I can control.
Yeah.
I can't control my age.
So
I can't control
don't
my
take
height.
stiff as like a slight. Like, you look good. It's a suit. It's you look like a business guy. It's stiff. It's
right.
good.
You look like you're running for like the athletic director position with like the W. Why you got the W little
W
pin on?
lapel pin is
Like literally, Marcus Sudbury, I'm pretty sure wore that exact same outfit last week.
Because I got it at a Badger event when I golfed.
It's a cool pin though.
Okay, but why
It's a
today?
sick lapel
What
pin.
is?
Because I did the
What
jump
is
rope.
Badger today?
I did the jump rope. He's wearing a Badger. Matt's wearing a Badger hat. And Riley's got a Badger
Okay,
shirt on.
but a hat is normal. Who the hell wears like a brooch?
a lapel pin.
On a jacket, on a sport coat, you wear it. On a sport coat, you wear
You
the
never
pin.
wear it.
Yes, you do.
You never do though. That's a difference.
And actually, this one is a nicer jacket. So, actually, it's up here. I should have put it up higher. It must have slipped. But like, I don't like the little
the button
spot. Yeah, where you can see where it could go. So I usually like cover it up. But anyways,
I thought that was for a button. Like I had no idea.
the jump around I did today, which is why I wore it. Because I was going to take it off. I have a Wisconsin Sports Awards one I was going to switch in, but I'm like, I'm doing a jump around today.
Perfect.
Do that. We talked to Brian Butch. But we were suggested we start the show hot out the gates with the Christian Watson news. So right on time, 10 minutes in.
Let's go.
We are ready to go, Lukas Van Ness. You know what? I want to initially and you can chime in on the YouTube stream right now. We're YouTube only. Just chime in and tell me, like, and Molly, let's start with you because you've talked the least on this show because, well, we've just been bogarting all the time, and Riley didn't want to get your mic set up right. But anyways, when you saw Christian Watson come through, your reaction was?
Initially, you see that number and you're like, whoa, that's a lot of money, which it is. But like in the NFL world, it's not really crazy, I guess, nowadays. So that was probably my initial reaction. But then I was like, wow, the pressure is off of him because just like a couple days ago, I think it was Monday, maybe Tuesday, we did like our top 5 like Packers that are under pressure, and Christian Watson was on my list, and he was on my list because in my mind I was like, he's competing and he's got to show out this season in order to get his next big contract with the Packers, because if he doesn't, or if he doesn't stay healthy, then they might just say bye-bye. So that's why he was like under pressure in my mind and on my list there. So right away I was like, man, he's like, there's not as much pressure on him. But then I'm kind of like, actually, you know, now there might be more pressure, which like, is, I guess I'm going back and forth because I'm like, I don't know if you're under less pressure because there's the less uncertainty, I guess, that you don't really have anymore because now you have, you know, potentially guaranteed money and you have potential guaranteed like years with this team. But also at the same time, it's like, now you got to perform. Now you have to stay healthy. Like now, I think based on just compared to like Jayden Reed's contract, his contract, now you're the number one guy. You're Jordan Love's dude. And like, I think he was last year alongside Tucker Kraft, but like you're the guy and you got to perform.
So to the regular person, or at least I'll speak for me, pressure is not something that people really want to feel regularly. But I think there's a case sometimes certain athletes respond better under pressure. You could say that Christian Watson last year, his healthiest year and his most productive year, which we can get into production a little bit later, was on a pressure-filled year for him. If Christian Watson got hurt again or didn't perform, he's probably not a Packer. And so he went out and performed well. And I'm not saying he was going to pull off the gas or whatever, but some people perform well and perform better under pressure. Matt, you've talked plenty of times of like, oh, you like it, Trace Mack doesn't have pressure. I think there's plenty of coaches and plenty of fans and plenty of players who are like, the more pressure, the better. And so I wanted to kind of ask both, I guess you, Matt, on this one of like, pressure to me, I think it depends on the athlete if that's good or bad. Because I actually lean on the side of if I was Christian Watson and I got paid, I'm feeling a different pressure than I felt last year, but I still feel pressure because now it's a pressure to perform.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. There's definitely different situations as well for like pressure. Like in Smack's situation, he's young. Let him know that he's got some opportunity to like grow here. I like how they're handling Smack with Watson. Yes, there was pressure to perform the way Molly had said last year, like, and this year before the contract. You're going to find your own market. Like, if they let your contract play out, you're going to be able to test the open waters and see what you're really worth. And now that you got this contract, I think Riley looked it up in the break for us. It's roughly like 20th as far as, like, receivers being paid. So you're definitely a number one, but you're below middle of the pack just. And you got your money, but there's a good deal I think that the Packers were able to get, because if he did have a true breakout year or is able to build on what he did last year, this could be a very affordable signing for a guy who could be a top 15 wide receiver in this league.
I want to tell everyone about Carbon World Health. Carbon World Health is where, like I mentioned earlier, I was out there with Nestor. He was doing some things in the community, talking about how being healthy physically can help you be healthy mentally. And he did that with an elite performance event today. But Carbon World Health has always got different ways for you to be elite in your performance. So make sure to check out my good friends at Carbon World Health. The Christian Watson deal to me, when I saw it, initially, I was like, that's too much money for Christian Watson. The man has not caught more than 42 passes in the season, has, I think, never had more than 650 yards receiving in a season, averages missing 5 games a season. So, like, that seemed like too much money for him. But then I looked at it, and I know normally the Packers are not big on guaranteed money outside of the signing bonus. So then I looked at it like, this is a $31 million deal. So a $31 million deal and guaranteed money is actually a really strategic and smart roll of the dice for the Green Bay Packers.
I really think it is. It does show that Goody, I think, not only believes in Watson to achieve over this contract, but I think it shows that he's.
Wait, but does it? They're hedging their bet.
They are hedging it, but they're also probably thinking, if we can get in with a contract now and he does succeed, this is a below market value for a guy who could be really good if he does continue grow. If he gets 15, 14 games in like he did these last couple of years and is able to increase that number or get all the way to the 17 games, no injuries, Christian Watson's got all of the tangibles to be a really great wide receiver, and this could be a value deal, but it's not so bank-breaking that if he shows he is what he is, he has another injury, and you think he's an injury-plagued player, it's not an impossible contract to move off of. So I do think it's a win-win.
How many games does he have to play, let's say, for the next 2 seasons? On average, how many games does he need to play in order to make this worthwhile?
I think 2 is a good number because this is essentially a 2-year deal.
I would say
it's kind of like how I picture it, and then it's like, okay,
smart,
we'll determine how you perform.
If we don't include playoff games, I would like to see 30 games total. You missed 4.
Okay.
So in 2 seasons, right?
That's a lot to ask of a person like Christian Watson, and like I'm a Christian Watson fan, so I'm not saying it because I dislike the guy, but obviously we all know just how injury-plagued he's been in his entire career. And like last year was kind of an outlier, like Jim was saying. And even last year he missed 1 game after that,
3.
Potential lung thing?
He had 14 games
the couple in the beginning,
last year.
Yep.
And then
late,
2 years ago he had 15 games. So his 4 seasons on the Packers were 10 games, 15 games, 9 games, 14 games.
On average, 5 games a year missed.
Yeah.
Also, let us not forget that Aaron Rodgers hated his guts after he dropped that first ball against the Vikings. Like, he hated him.
Yeah, that's very,
we
very
all
true.
did.
Well, wait.
We all did.
I mean, that was a touchdown.
But Molly,
Yes.
you're onto something with the 2-year, because initially I also saw this and I'm like, Christian Watson's the guy that Goody's going to sign past the age of 30? Because he's 27 years old, a 4-year deal. And I don't know if that's an extension, so I don't know if that puts it to age 32 or if it's a 4-year deal including this year and they restructured it. But it could push him to 32. But realistically, the only number that matters is that it sure looks like $31 million is the guaranteed money that's all that's going to be existing in this. And that's a 2-year deal. And Christian Watson for 2 years, $15 million a year is actually a pretty great deal. And it works out for Christian Watson.
I guess I think of like Romeo Doubs right away too. Like we love to make comps with players and whatnot. Like, he got a lot of money. Like, I was shocked to see what he got from the Patriots. And I know that his also has like incentives and all that stuff in it too. But like, in my mind, I'm almost like, well, would I have rather had Brian Gutekunst pay Romeo Doubs this amount of money or Christian Watson? And like, honestly, I feel like Christian Watson, even though Romeo Doubs was like the third down guy and whatever, but if you have Jayden Reed kind of taking that role potentially of what Romeo Doubs was, and you've got that hope of, your first overall or your first round pick in Matthew Golden to potentially have, his breakout season, like, I like this move.
Yeah.
It's a smart move.
You couldn't have guys with the same build. Like, Watson's the outlier. He's the guy who's 6'4", he's big. Dobbs, Reed, and Golden all give me you're a middle-sized wide receiver. Like, I don't think Dobbs was huge. His helmet made him look taller than he was. Well, no, but it's like
Kawhi.
I feel like you'd need like a distribution of wide receivers. You need a tall guy who can like go over the top and moss somebody.
Yeah. No, look, Christian Watson, when he's healthy, is a very good player. So what I want to get to here, but first I want to talk about Chalmers Jewelers in Madison and in Middleton. Madison's custom jeweler, Madison's family-owned jeweler, and Madison's locally owned jeweler. Chalmers Jewelers in Madison and in Middleton. But with I want numbers. I want you to give me numbers, and I'm going to give you some numbers here. For Christian Watson, because this is the question I want to ask. We can put it out as our sliding limited poll question. And the question is, will Christian Watson outplay his contract? And to me, him outplaying his contract, I'm not going to say these are the baseline, he has to hit these every year, but this is what I want to say. And you tell me if these numbers are nuts. 80 catches, 1,300 yards, 10 touchdowns per year.
How many yards?
1,300 yards, 80 catches, 10 touchdowns.
I think that's spot on.
1,300 yards is a lot.
It is a lot.
Really?
I think it's spot on because I was reading in the ESPN article, they've been slowly updating it and adding beef to it throughout the day. His contract is almost exactly what George Pickens' franchise tag is right now. Looked up George Pickens' stats from last year, 93 catches, 1,400 yards, 9 touchdowns.
And so the reason, and I picked those numbers because it's essentially doubling his average. He has to be twice as good statistically
by yards, right?
And catches. He's around 40-something. Right. Outside of touchdowns, he has to be twice as good statistically.
How many touchdowns did he have?
He's a good touchdown.
9.
Okay.
So he's good at touchdowns, but I think Tucker Kraft will lead some of those if they're both healthy at the same time. So the touchdowns to me are that's almost, I don't want to say luck, but I don't judge a lot of players on touchdowns except for maybe tight ends because it's are you getting tackled at the one? Like for receivers, there's so many other variables, and in the red zone, especially with the Packers, they like to use so many different options. So I never really judge good or bad touchdowns for most receivers. If you have them, great. If not, fine. So to me, 10+ touchdowns, I think that's reasonable for him. I just took the stats he's been having and doubled the receiving and doubled the yards and kept the touchdowns pretty close to where he averages, a slight bump. But again, he has to be twice as good statistically. Now, I'm fine. $31 million, that's what I view this deal as, still worth the roll of the dice.
You view it,
I just want to put Christian Watson into
2
perspective.
Years? Right? Is that how you're viewing it? 31 for 2 years?
Yeah, that's how I view it, yeah.
Got you.
And then if it works, Molly brought up a point, they'll have to renegotiate.
Mm-hmm.
But the Packers then can get him on a bargain, or they'll just they'll just have to cut him or something.
For me, I look at like your baseline, and
it's not baseline. It's like, but if he does that, he's performing. I'll say, you know what? If he does that, I'll say he outperformed his contract.
Outperforms it. Okay, so, and Riley had mentioned it. I just, with the other, especially with Tucker Kraft on the team, I just feel like 1,400 is a lot. Like, my gut, when you asked me to write it down, I initially wrote down 1,100 yards, 9 TDs per season, like average, I would say.
But, like, that's...
Because you're going to have to be a role player. Like, there's going to be situations where you have a great game, and then the next game, you're the decoy.
But not if you're number one. The number ones go out and get big numbers.
Matt LaFleur has rarely shown you that your number one wide receiver.
With Jordan Love, because with Devontae, he did.
He did, but again, how much of that was Matt LaFleur or Aaron Rodgers?
But these are not astronomical numbers.
I'm just saying, Jordan Love has never really just like targeted one guy in that sense. Like, I still feel like Jordan Love's going to spread the ball. I don't think Christian Watson's going to get true wide receiver one targets. He's getting middle of the road wide receiver pay, but I don't think they're going to treat him like we're going to force you the ball. I would be shocked if he got over 100 catches this year. Not because
I didn't have him at 100 at 80.
Did you have,
okay. And you had him at how many yards? 1,400 yards?
13.
Is that what you said?
Yeah. 5 catches, 76 yards a game. That's what I have for average him. 5 catches, 76 yards a game.
Okay, so my mind, you guys know that I love Justin Jefferson. So my mind automatically went to Justin Jefferson. What does his stats look like? And I remember last year he broke the 1,000 yards against the Packers because it was the first season that he's been a Minnesota Viking in the NFL. And it's been like, oh my God, is this guy going to get 1,000 yards or does J.J. McCarthy suck that bad? He ended up getting 1,048 yards, 84 receptions. So not a ton of receptions last year. So I guess my mind goes to, okay, Justin Jefferson is the cream of the crop. He is one of the best receivers in the NFL without a doubt. So, and he's also making like $35 million a year or something like that. So then in my mind, I'm kind of trying to navigate, like almost taking, okay, what is Justin Jefferson doing? And then like minusing it by a couple hundred. So like in 2024, when the Minnesota Vikings did make the playoffs, he had about 1,500 yards and 100 catches. So I guess in my mind, initially I was like, I'd say 1,000 yards is probably the bare minimum that Christian Watson has to do in my mind this year. But also, like, it's hard for me to say anything over like 1,200 yards this year. Like, because I fully agree with Matt in the terms of like, there's guys that Jordan's going to be passing the ball to, and like, it's guys that he relies on quite a bit in Tucker Kraft and hopefully Matthew Golden.
He's never shown us he's needed a security blanket, I guess is what I'm getting at.
And again, I'm not calling it like.
I mean, Tucker Kraft might have been that last.
And these aren't security blanket numbers. These are number one wide receiver numbers. Now the yards are vary, but I said this would outperform his contract. I didn't say this would be the baseline. I said this is outperforming his contract.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
But I'll tell you what. I'll promise you this: if he catches 70 for 1,100 yards and 7 touchdowns a year for the next 2 years, he's not like they're going to just cut him.
You think so?
At 29?
Because how many yards is everybody else getting?
Yeah, it depends on how, like, if the offense is humming because everyone's getting fed and everyone's playing good. I don't know.
Again, there's plenty
of that's really wishful thinking for sure, but, like,
there's a lot of offenses that have a star guy.
Right. I get that. I understand. I just
don't want to set the bar so low for this guy.
Oh, they have a star guy, but he's, like, so much better than everyone else. I don't think Christian Watson's, like, the same gap as some of these other guys who are in the league that are amazing.
Okay. So I like the contract. I'm just saying that, again, 70 catches, I feel pretty good on that. 70 catches and 1,000 yards and 6-7 touchdowns a year for the next 2 years. I don't think they're doing much with his contract because then he'd be turning 30 with those numbers. I think they would just, in theory, Golden pops off and they have Reed and they just say, you know what, we'll walk.
We haven't had a 1,000-yard receiver since, I think, Jayden Reed, his rookie year.
But there's a strong case to be made on the positive side. I can't believe I'm not doing this. If Christian Watson's healthy, 1,000 yards is very easy for him to get.
Right. I think that's again, that's kind of where my head went to 1,100. I felt like I don't think the offense is going to change to this. We're targeting Christian Watson and everyone else's. I just feel to get 70 or 80 catches, you've got to be targeted quite a bit. What did you say the average was he needs per game? You
said he was like the 20th paid receiver. Then
76 yards.
20 receivers last year caught 1,000 yards in receiving. So, like, that would be, again, baseline is 1,000 yards based off of where you said his salary fell. At
right.
20, so baseline would be 1,000 yards based off of where he sits in his salary ranking. And then for catches, I guess so 78 would be the baseline because 17 receivers caught 80 passes or more last year.
Also, going back to my George Pickens comp, he was able to catch 93 balls with CeeDee Lamb, who is in front of him as the number one guy.
Game. An anemic run
game. The Packers this year, we don't know what their running back is going to look like.
You're not wrong.
Also, we think Dak Prescott and Jordan Love are a lot closer than we think.
It's relatively comparable.
It's a good comp, actually.
Yeah, it is.
Good comp, Riley.
Thank you.
So I think 1,310, that is he outperformed his contract. I think anything less than 70, 1,000, and 6 or 7, he is underperforming his contract.
So anywhere in the middle is tolerable.
Tolerable for his contract.
But
fair. Again, at the same time, we're just setting baselines here so we can talk about it later in the year. This was a smart deal. Because if the guaranteed money, and if you're watching on the YouTube stream, we're gonna kick to the air, we'll go to break and then kind of start this conversation again. But for me, the guaranteed money of $31 million, which we're assuming right now, but based off how the Packers are in the business, that's the number. This is a good deal. Question I want to know is what number is too much?
Okay.
Because, all right, so Alec Pierce, similar receiver, roughly, healthier. Overall money was the same, but he had $84 million guaranteed. So that is
too much.
That is the difference, though, in what the Colts believe in Alec Pierce than what the Packers believe in Christian Watson. Fair. Health. I mean, health is the reason. And obviously the health hurts the productivity. Alec Pierce has been way more productive than Christian Watson because of his health. So the flip on it is, for me, anything over, I would say 50, and I don't like this deal for the Packers.
I think I agree with that. $25 million a year for the next 2 years. If you are able to hit 1,070 and 7, that's probably like what the pay is worth. And I think that's something that Christian Watson's capable of getting. So the fact that I would do 50 when you hear 31 guaranteed, I'm in. I think it's a great deal for the Packers. But I think 50 is the right number for anything over that's too much. And 50s makes me think.
I'd say anything over like 35, 40 is too much.
Ooh,
too much.
So you
especially if we think that Matthew Golden is the player that we want to believe that he's going to be.
Ooh, that's a great point. Because it's always
like I just said, Justin Jefferson is getting paid an average of $35 million a year. He ain't Justin Jefferson, and we all know that.
And Jefferson had a down year, and that all his numbers doubled basically.
Now we're thinking this over like a 2-year span
per year, though.
Yeah,
not.
I get that. But when you say 50, I'm thinking 25 for this year, 25 for next year, right?
But that's right. But that still puts him higher. That doesn't make him a 21st guy. That would raise your expectations for him. So your own expectations for him would probably put it closer to where Molly's at.
Yeah.
But again, I think the Packers, if it's the $31 million guaranteed, this was just a smart doing business by the Green Bay Packers. Chestnut checkers. They see the board. They have time now to see if Golden develops. So, yeah, you're right. If Watson does 70, it's not in a vacuum, and then 1,000 yards receiving and 7 touchdowns, and it's not spectacular, but Golden's terrible, then maybe they go, you know what, we're just going to keep Watson because at least we know what we're getting out of him.
Right.
But in a perfect world, Golden's ready to get paid, and you let Watson walk.
Yeah. I mean, we'll see. The thing is, now that he's a number 1, they might just ignore Matthew Golden entirely.
I don't think so.
I'm just
kidding.
kidding.
I don't think Brian Gutekunst will let Matt LaFleur do that.
And to Riley's point here, as you look at the top pass catchers in yards and receptions, there are a fair amount of people on the same team. Some of them are running backs, some are receivers. Don't forget Jake Ferguson, also on that Dallas team, 82 catches, 82 catches on 100 targets, and had 700 yards receiving, 8 touchdowns, also on that team. So. It's not. I'm not saying that the Packers can do that, but if they hummed like the Cowboys did, well, that's a team where you could have 3 guys popping off again with no running game or not, but they had 3 guys in there.
Yeah. I just
Matt, actually, in your own world, like the numbers you have for the rest of the Packer players, including Jordan Love, Watson has to hit these numbers. Like, it's not going to be spread out evenly of like 500 yards for all 7 receivers.
Right. No, I understand it's not going to be spread evenly. It's just I don't love this Dak Cowboys comp because the Cowboys, he threw 600 times last year.
Okay, but
there's 400 catches he had.
They had 3 guys hit these benchmarks.
Well, I know, but like Jordan Love, I bet isn't even close to 600 for total attempts. So you can't expect all those same kind of numbers.
I'm not. I'm expecting lower. All the numbers I'm asking for are lower.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying, Jim. You're comparing Dak Prescott though, and I'm telling you, he's not. They're not all going to be able to.
He's a good quarterback. Yeah. He's not a bad quarterback, Matt. Just
who's saying? I'm not saying that he's a bad quarterback. Mid. I'm not saying that.
But now he's saying he's too good to
compare
to the Packers.
He throws it a ton. The Packers don't run their offense the same way as the Dallas Cowgirls do.
But they might have to, depending on what shakes out this offseason.
Right.
Like, we really have no idea.
And again, the Packers.
There's no proof that shows that we're going to do that.
I don't want Jordan to throw it that many times either.
Again,
trust me. I don't, because what was our stat a couple years ago? It was like if he throws more than 30 times, he's throwing more interceptions. I don't want that.
Yeah.
So, but Matt, what I was saying though, and what Riley brought up is that I understand the Cowboys threw more, but the Cowboys basically had 3 guys with the statistical line we're asking the Packers to have 1 guy and Christian Watson have. So I understand they throw it more, but you're asking 1 guy to reach that number.
Correct.
The Cowboys had 3. Unless they're throwing 3 times as many times as the Packers are, I would imagine Jordan Love's probably in the 400s.
Yeah, probably.
And the Packers still throw a lot. Most teams do. They just incorporate the running game. I just think this is a good deal, and I can't believe I'm saying this. But if you don't have higher standards from Christian Watson, this isn't a good deal. I think Christian Watson will stay healthy and hit probably 75 and 1,100 and 8 touchdowns, which would be, that's kind of to me like, okay, you made your money. That's an average over the next 2 years. 80 and 1,310 plus, then he actually outperformed his contract, which is our siding limited poll question, and you can chime in. I think we're now on the air, Riley, 844-770-3776. That's the Carbon Stock text line. List is more. Since we're on the air and people are just tuning in after the Brewer game, and the Brewers lost, though, so they're not living a high life, so we're going to give them the high life. Give me a number, Riley.
Let's go. The Brewers lost 12-9. So caller number 21.
I like, Riley gets nuts with numbers. Yesterday, the numbers were, what were they?
18 and 10 because we were talking Jordan Love versus Caleb Williams.
Oh, yeah.
He gets out there. So, 21. Caller number 21 wins a case of High Life. 844-770-3776. Caller number 21 wins a case of High Life. 844-770-3776.
Shopping for new windows and doors shouldn't feel like a negotiation. Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin doesn't believe in games. They never inflate pricing, and there's no high-pressure sales pitch. Just premium windows and doors built for long-term comfort, beauty, and peace of mind. Buy direct through Pella, and one trusted team handles everything with Pella certified installers every step of the way. Real pricing, premium quality, no games. Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Schedule your free in-home consultation today at PellaWI.com.
Imagine the peace of mind knowing your home or business is safe 24/7. I'm Jeffrey Beckman, president of J&K Security Solutions, and we provide security you can trust. Serving Madison and southern Wisconsin, J&K Security Solutions offers state-of-the-art home and business security systems tailored to your needs. From video surveillance to home and business automation, to find out how J&K Security can help secure what matters most in your life, visit jksecurity.com.
To those who've ever dreamt of their perfect event, those dreams are worthy and they are possible. Hi, it's Jeffrey from Celebrations Entertainment. With hard work, passion, and great music, we will make your event dreams a reality. Every event is a labor of love, with one-on-one planning, customization, and flawless execution. Bringing your event to life is what we do. For a fun, memorable event, visit celebrationsentertainment.com. That's celebrationsentertainment.com.
Life moves fast. Your car should move with it. At Zimbrick Chevrolet, they've got a vehicle and payment options that fit every stage of your journey. Just graduated? Start smart in a Chevy Trax. Stylish, efficient, and budget-friendly. Growing your family? The Equinox gives you the space and versatility you need. And when life gets even bigger, the Traverse or Tahoe is ready for it all. Kids, carpools, and road trips. Visit them today in Sun Prairie or online at ZimbrickChevrolet.com. Zimbrick Chevrolet, the name you can trust.
All the biggest voices, all in one place. The Yingling Legends Line. Exclusive insight from Hall of Famers, All-Stars, and Game Changers, all on the Yingling Legends Line.
Brian Braun, I appreciate you joining us here on Kyle and Bruss.
But we just wanted to have fun. You know, baseball's a game of failure and adversity. It's such a long season. You want to find ways to enjoy the success when you have good moments.
The Yingling Legends Line. Crack open a Yingling lager and raise a toast to an American tradition. D.G. Yingling & Son, Pottsville, PA. Enjoy responsibly.
Tournament host Steve Stricker joins a legendary group of PGA Tour champions at the American Family Insurance Championship. Catch the action June 5th through the 7th with an exciting team competition at TPC Wisconsin in Madison. This year's AmFam Champ concert features Little Big Town with special guests Randy Houser and May Estes. Friday, June 5th at Breeze Stevens Field. All proceeds support the Steve Stricker American Family Insurance Foundation and American Family Children's Hospital. Get your tickets today at amfamchampionship.com.
Brewers fans, cheer for the crew with jewelry that's always a hit.
At Chalmers Jewelers, we're proud to be an official retailer of Milwaukee Brewers jewelry for fans who know diamonds aren't just on the field.
Prices start at just $40. That's almost less than a beer and a hot dog at the stadium.
Nothing says Brewers fan like jewelry that hits a home run.
Chalmers Jewelers in Middleton
and Madison.
Hi, it's Dave from Canopy Wealth Management. Many people are balancing retirement planning, college costs, and caring for aging parents, often all at once. With extensive experience, the Canopy team has helped others navigate these same challenges and can be a trusted thought partner as you prioritize what matters most. Canopy Wealth Management. Care, competence, clarity. It's not just a tagline, it's our promise. Get started today at canopy-wealth.com.
Paid for by Canopy Wealth Management. Canopy Wealth Management is registered as an investment advisor with the SEC.
The High Life Dive Bar giveaway is brought to you by Miller High Life. Celebrate local dives with the champagne of beers. Miller High Life.
We are on caller number 18, so a couple more callers to go. 844-770-3776. Call in and win a case of High Life. 844-770-3776. We're on caller number 18. I can see the lines lighting up there. 844-770-3776. Go ahead and call or number 21. We're on our call number 18 right now. The call number 21 wins a case of High Life. 844-770-3776. Jim Rutledge alongside Matt Hamilton and Molly Brown. You can see us on the ESPN Madison YouTube stream and stream us on the ESPN Wisconsin app. We are talking about the contract extension for Christian Watson, and you don't always need breaking news. You don't always get breaking news to like give you some energy. So Molly, even though she is capable of everything, she was hosting an event last night. She didn't get home till like after 11, and then you got the babies in the morning. God knows what she was doing all day today. I'm sure a bunch of family stuff, and now she got the show. I'm sure you need some energy, Molly. Great. Molly is not on the air right now.
Yeah.
We're just going to have her stop. How about Riley's got a confused look on his face.
I mean, I can tell you about Zoa. I had one before the show.
All right.
It's delicious.
Delicious. There she is.
Go ahead,
that work?
Molly.
Yeah.
My thing said like not muted, and then all of a sudden I look and it says muted. So I don't know what happened.
Wait,
that
real
was
quick
my
though.
bad.
Riley
Did Riley panic?
He made a face like sweet, polite Riley made a. I saw it in his eyes, a little face of like, oh, she muted yourself. Like
I swear I had it set up properly.
You did.
No, you did.
Oh,
but
okay, good.
So we're just gonna give a peek behind the curtain, okay? So here's what like the screen that it's on that goes unmuted. But then when it goes to like a normal phone call like this, and it didn't say like I don't know if you can see it.
Yeah,
I don't know. It didn't say muted. Whatever. So okay, my bad. But yes, Jim, you are right. I needed all the energy today. Like you said, I got home at like 11 o'clock last night. Didn't even fall asleep until like midnight, and then it's like I woke up today. I had to take my babies to the doctor, all the different things. I drove to Madison today, actually. Ooh. So I drove to Madison, drove back, took my kids to the doctor, all the things. So yes, Zoa Energy was right there in my cup holder in my Kia Carnival as I
Molly, what did you drive to Madison and back?
Oh, okay, well, actually, to Madison, here's the fun thing, guys. I drove my Kia K4, my brand new one.
You got
I got
a fleet.
in January
You
from
got
Metro
a fleet
Kia of Madison.
Kias.
Yes, exactly. I mean, God, But
you
yeah,
could probably
so I
get
took
those
my.
plates for your cars, the fleet cars.
I don't even
For
know
the
what those
zoo.
are.
The zoo.
You can buy like special plates, like if you're a company and you have multiple cars.
Yes,
but,
I've
like,
seen those.
You should be able to pitch like, "Hey, I've got a billion kids and a husband, and I could just use a fleet."
Husband. like she drives him
Exactly.
around too.
Yeah.
Well, so I took my Kia K4 to Madison, went and had like a nice little partner meeting at a coffee shop. So I did that. Then I came back home, and then I hopped in my Kia Carnival to take the twins over to the doctor because I got to fit all them in that car with all their car seats and everything. And yeah, so I had a great time in my Kias with my Zoa Energy in the cup holder, and that is not a lie.
I need a Zoa. Is there one? Any? Ma, did you put any in the fridge? Okay.
I brought you guys some mango ones. You're welcome.
Can I tell you, because of Zoa, I've been kind of a energy drink snob. I was at something today, and it was just a collection of rando energy drinks I've never seen in my life.
Oh,
and I was
never.
like, I'll probably die. If I, you know, you're looking at it, you're like,
Couldn't
no.
imagine. I need that good, clean energy.
Yeah, exactly.
That Zoa can
Exactly.
provide.
Yeah.
Vegan, gluten-free, all the things. Full
Made
of
from green
antioxidants.
coffee.
Yeah,
Yep.
not like energy drinks with like generic GPT logos on it. You're like, I feel like I'm gonna die.
What, the role models where they had that like energy drink that the guy was like promoting. Taste the beast.
Yeah, I think there was one that was American flag flavor. I don't know. It was like I wasn't gonna drink it because
Your favorite, Jim. That's totally up your alley.
yes. All
America.
right. So you know, Molly, next time though, you're doing all that. Maybe make the drive, and I think we're kind of nailed down a date to go. Not a date for Molly and I, but a date for the show to go to Ruth's Chris Steakhouse. And
Smooth.
Just to put that in the ether for everyone listening. For the show, Molly and Jim, or Jim, Matt, and Molly, we're gonna go out there and do a show. Ruth's Chris Steakhouse. That's coming up here soon. So, like, you can do
Exciting.
sizzle, swizzle, and swirl happy
Zucchini
hour.
fries.
You can do. Molly's got to have a tomahawk.
That tomahawk ribeye.
Yeah, Molly's got a lot of requests.
Yeah.
Matt, you're easy.
Hey,
What are your
okay,
requests when you go out there?
let's not act like we don't have a lot of requests. Okay, people?
So Molly wants a tomahawk. What do you want?
Ooh, honestly, I want to go to Ruth's Chris and crack into that wine list.
Okay.
'Cause I'm a bit of a wino myself.
He's a cork dork.
It's a good lead drop.
It's a cork
impersonation.
dork.
Yeah, the wine list is incredible. So whatever steak, because I'm gonna get a steak. So whatever I get, I just want to pair it with a good wine.
All
So
right.
next
so
time we go out there.
Christian Watson signed with the Packers. For those who are watching on ESPN Madison YouTube stream, let's just reset it. So I think that it is a good deal as long as Christian Watson catches at least 75 passes a year and for at least 1,000 yards and close to 10 touchdowns. If he hits over 80 and over 1,300 yards, then we're talking about he's outperforming his deal. That is our signing limited poll question, 844-770-3776. That's the Cardinals Talking text line. List is more. Our signing limited poll question is, will Christian Watson outplay his contract? And I say he won't, but I gave the numbers, the parameters for it. But I think if it's only $31 million guaranteed, I think this is a good deal for the Green Bay Packers. What we know is that it's $31 million signing bonus, but the Packers' history indicates that that will be the guaranteed money. Anything over 50 or probably 40 for me, I'm starting to kind of go on the maybe they overpaid Christian Watson. But the money you have to look at in any contract is the guaranteed money. Molly, what is your synopsis take?
I think that Christian Watson will perform well for his contract. So I think like that baseline of 1,000 yards, I think like that'll be his average, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he's going to go above and beyond that. I actually think that Jayden Reed, as much as I want to say that like Matthew Golden is going to be the star and he's going to be incredible and outplay Christian Watson and all the things, I actually think Jayden Reed is going to be like the guy within the next 2 years, not Christian Watson.
Whoa, that is a hot take. I
like hot takes.
I like it. I'm here for hot takes. I don't know. I think last year Christian Watson had a long season. He was able to stay healthy for the most part. I want to believe that he can continue to do that, and if he does, he's going to get the numbers and he's going to have the stats that are going to make this contract worth it. I think he's going to have a great season next year, and you're going to look at this contract and be like, the Packers got a steal because they showed that they believed that he was going to be better. Because if he tested the free market after a good season, this is a low offer. So I think I'm with the Packers. I'm with Goody. I think they believe he's going to have a good year, and this was the time to do it for the value. So I think this is a value signing.
All right. Starting with a poll question. Do you think Christian Watson will outplay his contract? 844-770-3776. This is Jim, Matt, and Molly. Presented by Coors Light.
This is Robin Bryden from the depths of Scotland, and you're listening to Jim, Matt, and Molly on 100.5 ESPN Madison.
Good Karma Brands is proud to be an equal opportunity employer, providing equal employment, development, and advancement opportunities to all teammates and applicants. To learn more about careers with us, please send an email to talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com. That's talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com.
With me is Jeff Henson, owner of Englehart Motorsports. Jeff, you felt your previous business technology vendor had become complacent and their costs were increasing. So you contacted James Imaging Systems.
We found that moving forward with James Imaging was going to be a step in the right direction to help reduce cost.
James Imaging Systems, AI-driven workflow automation, security enhancements, and digital transformation to help businesses do business better and save some money.
Up front, what James Imaging was able to show us as far as annual savings was substantial.
Plus, there's James Service and Support.
The quality of the service, that they live up to what they've promised, which they've clearly delivered on that.
Jeff, with business technology supported by people who keep their promises, how do you feel?
Extremely happy.
James Imaging Systems, your local business technology partner. Call 608-221-3457 or visit jamesimaging.com.
As a single mom, I questioned college. I worried about having enough time and support, but I'm so glad that I didn't let that stop me. Once I started at Madison College, I realized I can do this. I'm really proud of myself. My instructors truly care about my success, and I have a community of support. My advice to other single moms, do this for you. There's more to your story at Madison College. Visit madisoncollege.edu to get started.
Your Honda gets you everywhere. When it needs service, you need Zimbrick Honda service. Their customer service is second to none, and you can experience it for yourself at 2 convenient Madison service locations on Fish Hatchery Road and Grand Canyon Drive. From simple maintenance to expert repairs, Honda certified technicians handle it all. Need new tires? For a limited time at Zimbrick Honda, you can buy 3 tires and get the 4th for only $1. Part of the Madison community since 1973. Shop local. Shop Zimbrick Honda.
This is Aaron Brown, owner of Siding Unlimited, letting you know that Siding Unlimited installs Pella windows and doors. That's right, Siding Unlimited installs windows, and we do it really well. Earning the prestigious Pella Platinum Premier National Certified Contractor of the Year Award 5 times. New windows, our expert team will deliver on a smooth, hassle-free installation, making you feel proud of calling Siding Unlimited for your window project. What's the next step? Call 608-220-0005 or go to sidingunlimited.com.
Coors Light presents To Chill or Not to Chill. When your friend skips your favorite song on the playlist. End the friendship. Or choose chill because that song lives rent-free in your head anyway. And you planned ahead by bringing Coors Light to the party. And the sound of that ice-cold can cracking open was music to your ears already. Coors Light. Choose chill. Celebrate responsibly. 2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
Bo here from Ridgetop Exteriors. Southern Wisconsin got hit hard with hail recently. If your home took a beating, now's the time to take action. We've been delivering top quality roofing, siding, and window services locally for over 23 years. With free damage assessments and insurance experts on staff, we've been your licensed, local, and trusted contractor since day one. Don't wait until small damage becomes a big problem. Turn to Ridgetop Exteriors today. RidgetopExteriors.com. That's RidgetopExteriors.com.
Ridgetop Exteriors.
You're listening to Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light. Also brought to you by J&K Security Solutions, securing homes and businesses in the Madison area since 1987.
At 2:30 in the morning, someone won over $100,000 at Ho-Chunk Gaming Madison this week. So go be a winner and go to Ho-Chunk Gaming Madison. That's where winners go. I'm Jim Rutledge alongside Matt Hamilton, Molly Brown, On remote, and we got Riley Yauk behind the glass. You can see us on the ESPN Madison YouTube stream. Stream us on the ESPN Wisconsin app. And it is time to throw some stones.
Some takes are cooler than others.
You know this kid is as cool as the other side of the pillow.
Some opinions are just cooler than the rest.
That was cooler than being cool. Ice cold.
And if you keep it chill, then it's a cold take.
Chill out. I'm chill. I'm chill as a cucumber, man.
I'm always the coldest.
This is Throwing Stones, presented by Metro Kia of Madison, Madison's chillest Kia dealership.
Okay, you guys. So you talked about it a little bit by saying that I got home super late last night, hence why I need my ZOA energy like I do every single day.
While you're
but today
driving
I
your
especially
Kia.
needed it because I didn't get home. Yes, well, I'm driving my Kia, exactly. Because I didn't get home until like 11 o'clock last night, so I didn't fall asleep until like midnight. Why, you ask, when you say that I'm like the 45-year-old on this show, is because I was at an event. I was at the Madison Sports Hall of Fame banquet last night. And that didn't get over until about like 9:30 at the Monona Terrace-ish. It was a great event. So first, just want to say that. Great event. Like, there was probably like 400, 500 people there. So, like, awesome turnout. Really cool just to see, like, one, how much, like, star power is in Madison and Wisconsin. Like, it's cool. Even though, like, I don't know every single person. Matt, you're obviously one of them. Curling. There was a lot of curling references. There really was.
There's a couple.
Which was interesting.
I'm not even in it, but there's some curlers that have made the Hall
You're
of
gonna
Fame.
be.
Spot there.
Yeah, I mean, Molly,
To be fair, you should be in the Hall of Fame.
go ahead and pull some strings for me. Yeah, there's some other curlers from the Madison area that
Well,
are in it.
Yes. And like I was like, oh, Matt probably knows like all of these people. But no, Matt, I will do my best because I did get invited back next year.
Wow.
So,
I want you to present
I got
my
invited
award.
back next year. So
I want you to present my award.
if
too.
you get inducted, we gotta like get me and Dennis Semrau gotta like communicate because he just got inducted into it last night, which was cool to see. But we
Hey.
gotta like communicate and like really get Matt Hamilton added in here. And yes, I would love to present your award. But the award that I presented last night was for Nia Riak, so it was the Sportswoman of the Year. And so she is a sophomore. She's finishing up her sophomore year literally next week, but she is a La Follette basketball star. Like, she literally has like 48 offers from like schools all across the country. She like was telling me about a school that just offered her
48?
yesterday right before the event.
48.
Is that like all the
offers,
schools?
like from big schools.
Wow.
Like, it's a lot. Like, she was telling me a couple of she got an offer from the University of Wisconsin when she was in 7th grade. Like, she's insane.
What were you doing in 7th grade, Matt?
Picking my nose, not thinking about offers from
Picking
a
his
college.
nose. Wait, we're so in touch. Did you hear me say picking
I
his nose?
did. I thought that's amazing.
That's so funny. Twin telepathy here. But speaking of twins, actually, so then to my left, and I know I have like another story to get into after this, but to my left, Riley, you're going to know who these kids are. I had no idea who they were. So, one, I sit down and there's two guys that are dressed exactly identical. Blue shirts, khakis, Jordans. They're twins. And like, but like you always have to do are you guys twins? And like me as a twin mom, I like think I have like a connection to every single like set of twins that I see or like
Of
twin
course.
moms. So I'm like, oh, are you guys twins? And then he's like, yeah. And then I started like talking to him, asking him like what year in school he is, all the things, because like they're all high schoolers. So Riley, these guys are going to Bradley University to play baseball together, these twins. From Madison Memorial, seniors Caleb and Ezra Ligon.
Oh, the Ligon
Do you know them?
brothers. I do. Yep.
Yes! So it was really cool. They both got or not like inducted, but they both got like a special award last night because they're multi-sport athletes of basketball and baseball. And like, it was so cute. Like, I guess one of the brothers got hurt during like the state championship and Madison Memorial came up second. So then the other brother like wore his jersey and like, it was just so sweet. But like, they're both going to like Bradley to study the exact same thing.
A shame
they
they're going
both,
to
like,
Bradley.
Do we know any of them from there?
I don't know.
Only a few.
Just a couple. But yes,
Cool.
so that was really cool. So it's just really cool to see like a lot of young people in the community doing really cool things. But anyway, so that leads me to the next story that I asked you guys when we were show prepping. So afterwards, yes, they gave us food at like this event, but like I was kind of like, I don't know, like I ate it, and also like dinner was at like 7 o'clock, and like like you got to eat, right? So on my way home, I was like, well, whatever. I'm already getting home late, so I might as well just like stop and get something to eat. Like I really just want like French fries and like a Diet Coke. So I went to a place, and then I was driving home, eating from said place, and I was like, like it's really dark out with it being like 10 o'clock at night. I can't even see my French fries that I'm dipping in my ranch.
You're dipping and driving? Oh my goodness.
Oh yes, of course. There's so many spaces in my Kia that I can just like put a ranch cup and like not worry that it's gonna fall.
Did you get your Kia custom made, or is that just kind of like?
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Oh
my gosh,
I wish. I do wish, but no, like I am not exaggerating. My Kia has so many random places like that, just like are like spots that you can just put like your whole ass like chicken sandwich or like your whole thing of fries.
Hey, look, my
like,
truck, I have like basically a tray next to me, so I get it.
It's nice
exactly.
to put your whole ass chicken sandwich down.
Exactly. So while I was eating, I was like, okay, I can't really see, and like I like to be able to see like how much ranch I have left, all the things. So then I turn on like the dome light, right? And then as I turn it on, I'm like, okay, I can still see, but like I had a fear of being like, am I not gonna be able to see the road when this is on? Because that's what my parents told me would happen. Like when I was a kid, it was like, oh, we'll get pulled over if we have the dome light on. And like, what a load of crap.
Yeah.
Like, so it just made me, yeah.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
It just made me think of like all the things that you're lied to about as a child. And I'm just like trying to think of all of the things. Like dome light is the one that's in my brain right now. But like, do you guys have any that
I do.
You can think of?
Yeah, swallowing gum.
Yep.
It's going to stick to your ribs or like be in you for like 7 years.
Yeah.
Till you can
See, I still
expel it.
think that though.
No.
Like I still think it's in your stomach.
It's wrong.
If you swallow that
Where
watermelon
does it
seed
go?
or eat a seed, it's gonna grow in your belly.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
That was obviously true.
Once I found out you could eat the watermelon seeds, I just didn't even bother spitting the seeds anymore.
If you talk to strangers on AIM, you're gonna get kidnapped.
I
just
mean,
on
that
the
could
internet in
happen
general?
though. Nah, that's real. That's real.
Another
Could
one
be.
here is this is the one that always cracked me up, like the TV. Like if you stick too close to the TV,
Yep.
You go blind.
Or
But
like if you make faces, it'll
Yes.
stick like that.
It'll if you roll your eyes for too long or like go in different directions.
So, but the TV one,
And Matt does that all the time.
All
he
the
goes
time.
cross-eyed and it doesn't stick.
Only when I have a good take.
The TV, the TV one's funny because what it actually is, the science behind it is that because you can't see, you're sitting close to the TV. But our dumb brains were like, oh, that caused it, when it was actually more of like, oh, I can't see, I'm going to move closer to the TV.
Oh,
it is
right.
impossible for a TV to do that to your eyes. But it's because you can't see, you sit closer.
Because it's
so
like
people
the new
correlated
LEDs,
it.
dude.
Frog, touch a frog, you get warts.
Yep.
That was one for sure.
That's
Or
not
a
real.
toad, or a toad.
Crack your fingers, you get arthritis.
Yep.
Can't swim for 30 minutes after you got to eat.
After
and
you
wait
eat,
30
yeah.
minutes, yeah.
That one was.
Why
was
was that
written
one
in
a thing?
stone. Well, because
Cramping.
you can get a cramp. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's actually not bad advice. If you're swimming like in deep water, maybe
Right,
you
yeah,
should give
yeah,
yourself a moment.
Right. If like little kids going to play in the
Yeah.
3 foot water, they can go play. I think it's more parents just wanted to break.
Yeah. But if you're eating a whole ass chicken sandwich and dunking your fries in ranch, you should
Molly,
probably
don't
wait
go-
a half
yeah, don't
hour
go-
before
yeah,
swimming.
It's okay, I didn't go swimming last night.
Yeah,
I
like-
thought about jumping into like my kid's kiddie pool, but it was too
You
late.
probably would have been fine in there too.
Yeah.
Even if you did cramp up, I have faith you'd have been fine.
We'll ask Evan Cohen
hope.
on the other side if he has any old school, like,
Yeah.
if you do this, you're going to go
Or
blind.
if he's telling his kids any of those things right now.
Here's the thing. I've
What lies have you
definitely
been told?
complained because when I drive, the light turned on in the back. After a while, it gets annoying. Like if you're on a busy road, because you do have a hard time figuring out
That's fair.
which light is what. So I've
Yeah.
definitely, but then I chuckle to myself. There's so many things I
What
say. and
lies
I'm
are
like,
you going to stick with, Molly?
Yeah, no, that's a good point. One of the ones that it's not really a lie. It's just my kid always wants my phone. Like he just likes to like play on it or like watch his like YouTube Kids on it, and like so then I started to be like, it's gonna ruin your brain or it's bad for your brain, and then like he started to be like, but mom, is your phone bad for your brain? And I'm like,
He's too
yes, it's
smart.
bad for my brain too. Exactly. I'm like, you're only 3. Why are you saying this?
Don't
I'm
challenge.
like, you're right.
It's the hardest thing about parenting is you realize they become more and more sentient and they can like answer your questions with logic. And you're like,
If he just
"Dang
a
it."
little bit more time with the phone to like dumb that brain
Yes,
down, he won't
exactly,
notice it. Then you
exactly.
can tell him that again.
Well, I used to go with everything's
Right.
closed. Can we go to Culver's?
I do that all the time. He is not old enough to know. Every day he's like, Mom, can we go to Target? I'm like, no, they're closed.
Oh.
Mom, can we go get ice cream? No, they're closed.
I got it. My parents had to go to. They used to wait. They used to change all the clocks in the house on New Year's, and we'd watch the ball drop in New York and thought it was midnight.
Nice.
Because all of our clocks in the house said midnight, but it was
Can't do that
only
anymore.
11.
Can't do that anymore. Phones.
Oh, good point.
Why did you stared at me dumbfounded for a
Well,
minute?
I was like,
He's like, what's changed since the 90s?
I figured it out before I got my phone, but then I realized like kids get phones well before like their freshman year of high school.
Or they see their parents' phone or whatever.
Yeah, no, fair.
All right, Evan Cohen up next.
You're listening to Jim, Matt, and Molly.
It's not like a real life choice. You just vote.
You just
There's
vote.
no,
You just vote there.
Jim, I'm just telling you what the Twitter trolls are going to do. They're going to take one look at it and be like,
Vote
I don't want to pick. I don't want to pick.
I'm here in Milwaukee. I talk like a German. They vote.
What?
Presented by Coors Light on 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and ESPN Madison on YouTube.
At J&K Security Solutions, protecting your home or business is more than just the priority. It's what we do. I'm President Jeffrey Beckman. Since 1987, J&K Security Solutions has been committed to providing Madison and southern Wisconsin with dependable security solutions. Whether it's security, fire, or the latest automation solutions, go to jksecurity.com to see how J&K can help keep your home or business secure. Get protected now at jksecurity.com.
Craving something crispy, cheesy, and brand new? Say hello to Pizza Hut's new Crispy Parm Pan Pizza. It's the original pan crust you love, now topped with a crispy, golden Parmesan edge baked right into the crust for an extra layer of flavor and crunch. Try a medium one-topping Crispy Parm Pan Pizza for just $10, or make it a large for just $3 more. Order your Crispy Parm Pan Pizza today at pizzahut.com or on the Pizza Hut app. Pizza Hut. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
Chevy trucks have you covered when the road takes you from smooth sailing to Chevy Colorado will eat up some of the toughest terrains with 5 available drive modes. And Silverado and Silverado HD have the muscle to take you out for some serious. With multiple engine options and impressive towing, while Silverado EV is the perfect combo of performance and capability. Nice. Making it a snap to hitch up this electric truck and hit the road. Wherever the road leads, Chevy trucks are right there with you. See your Badgerland Chevy dealer today.
Sports are changing. Faster, stronger, smarter. So should your beer. Flight by Yuengling, the next generation of light beer. 2.6 carbs, 95 calories, crisp and refreshing, no extra baggage, built for people who go hard. Still drinking the same old light beer? You're stuck. Flight is changing the game. Level up. Flight by Yuengling, the next generation of light beer. Wisconsin, are you keeping up? DJ Yuengling & Son, Pottsville, PA. Enjoy responsibly.
Tournament host Steve Stricker joins a legendary group of PGA Tour champions at the American Family Insurance Championship. Catch the action June 5th through the 7th with an exciting team competition at TPC Wisconsin in Madison. This year's AmFam Champ concert features Little Big Town with special guests Randy Houser and May Estes. Friday, June 5th at Breeze Stevens Field. All proceeds support the Steve Stricker American Family Insurance Foundation and American Family Children's Hospital. Get your tickets today at amfamchampionship.com.
I'm John Hayes, owner of Goodman's Jewelers. We've been at the heart of many magical moments, from engagements to weddings to sweet 16s. It warms my heart to be a part of these moments for 40 years with people I consider family. With the highest standards and an eye for classic beauty, enjoy a warm boutique setting at Goodman's Jewelers, where integrity shines in every gem. At 220 State Street, Goodman's Jewelers, the Diamond Store, Madison, since 1933.
The best is at Goodman's.
Experience the future of recovery at Carbon World Health. They've brought Escape Robotic Massage to Madison, the world's first AI-powered, fully automated therapeutic massage that's customized to your body every time. Using advanced body scanning, Escape maps your muscles and delivers precision-calibrated pressure to release tension, reduce inflammation, and accelerate recovery. Book your Escape session at Carbon World Health and feel what the future of wellness really feels like. Carbon World Health, your body optimized.
ESPN Wisconsin celebrates Wilde and Tausch's 10-year anniversary. Presented by Steinhoffels.
Our very first guest, Aaron Rodgers. Give us an over-under on what number would you set for how many shows we do together?
Daily, 52 weeks a year. I'm going to say you do about 230.
Wilde and Tausch's 10th anniversary is also brought to you by Sendix, by Outdoor Living Unlimited, by Gruber Law Offices, and by Events by Design.
This is Martin Sensaker from Norway. You're listening to Jim, Matt, and Holly on 100.5 ESPN Madison.
There's a lot to address with you guys. I always appreciate you guys having me on every other week.
From Madison to the Big Apple.
Do you guys want any other guests? I got Smalls and Canty here. You guys want to go on with ESPN Madison? Here's Canty.
Good afternoon and happy draft day from Pittsburgh. What's happened? Because you've already talked to Evan, but you're talking to me now.
Yeah.
You got to talk to our other co-host. So here's Michelle Smallman.
Hello.
Hey, Hi, Michelle.
Hi, everybody. How we doing?
Well, who knows what's going on with Evan's phone then? Thanks to Chris Canty.
Wait, Evan, you back?
I'm here.
Oh, wow.
We're getting the full unsportsmanlike
makeup
experience.
all over my phone.
Is it yours
The
or
Canty?
Michelle's?
It's Evan's. It's Evan's, yeah. That's
All
Evan
right,
Cohen.
guys. Love you all. Bye.
Yes.
It's time for Evan Cohen on Jim, Matt, and Molly.
Right through the
Evan Cohen joins us now on the Yuengling Guest Hotline. Yuengling, the oldest brewery in America, now officially in Wisconsin. DG Yuengling and Son, Pottsville, PA. Enjoy responsibly. And Evan, during the break, as Molly is on remote, she's up at the zoo. We got Riley Yauk behind the glass. Matt and I were looking at our phones, and he showed me like a kind of like where would you sit, some sort of celebrity thing. And part of the conversation was, I don't want to sit there because I think this fictional character would smell bad. So I wanted to ask you, what fictional character, whether it's TV, movie, whatever, you think you look at them and say they smell bad?
Bud Bundy.
There you go. That's
Married with children. I don't know. I feel
was
like
the name
Al
of...
Bundy. Yeah, the dad. But I don't think Al Bundy would smell as bad as Bud Bundy. I feel like Bud Bundy, David Faustino, is that his name?
Yeah, yeah.
I feel like he was a terrible cologne that I wouldn't be into. I also coughed as soon as I came on camera, so I apologize. Molly saw that and definitely started laughing. So let me apologize on that for people watching on the stream. If those listening on the radio and the audio, you didn't hear that cough. But anyway, Bud Bundy. Why does that come to mind? I have no idea.
Matt,
maybe it would smell like cigarettes potentially also.
Yeah, cigarettes and cologne is not a good smell.
That's fair. We opted out of sitting next to Captain Jack Sparrow.
And the dude.
Good one.
I would sit next to the dude.
I think the dude smells bad.
He thinks the dude
I love
smells.
the dude, but I think he would smell.
Maybe that.
Yeah,
road
both
doesn't
from
look
movies.
like
I know who you're talking about, but both from movies I haven't seen. Believe it or not.
You've never seen.
And Molly's
The Big
never seen any
Lebowski?
movie ever. So who's your character, Molly?
I don't know what the dude is. Well, it's funny
Big
because
Lebowski,
as soon as you guys started saying like real people, but in like shows, and like maybe I'm just around my children and I watch too many kids movies. But right away I was like Shrek.
Better
That's a good
out
one.
than in.
Evan, Christian Watson.
By the way, Jim,
yeah.
I thought the way Molly was setting that up is she was gonna like say like Jesse Nelson or like an actual person. You know what I mean? Like she's like, oh, I didn't know you meant fictional characters. Have you ever been around Jesse during Wilde and Tausch?
Who in the ESPN Madison office would you not want to sit? I'm just kidding.
Honestly, it was
But wait,
Strofe. It was
actually-
Strofe when he produced our show. That room was
So
smelled
much
like
cologne.
farts.
Yeah, so much
Cologne and
yeah.
Oh, that too.
Oh, yeah. But actually, so to that point, Matt, another thing during the break here, we both started walking towards the door to like leave the studio, and I had to use the restroom. And I was telling myself that if Matt goes to the restroom, I'm just going to kind of loop around and not go in there. I don't like being in spaces like the restroom or others with people I just don't like to. So like I was going to I've done it before. Like I've gone and been like, oh, so-and-so's going to the bathroom. I'm just going to go back through the studio and avoid it.
Okay,
You're probably not like that.
No, it doesn't bother me. I'd strike up a conversation in the bathroom if someone started talking to me.
I can see that.
I did the other day. Remember at the Oaks? Someone
Yes.
flanked me down in the corner of the bathroom. They're like, "Hi, can I shake your hand?" I'm like, "Let me wash up first, and then we're good."
I feel like Matt is. If you were to start this with who is the person that wouldn't mind someone talking to them at the urinal or in the bathroom, Matt Hamilton would be on that list. And I actually think that's a compliment. I would like to have like the lack of care of someone judging me in any way, like Matt would in that spot. Like I would dream of having that mentality in life.
Because I wouldn't start the conversation, but I'm not going to ignore somebody if someone else started the
You
conversation.
seem like a conversation starter in the bathroom, though, too. Hot day outside, huh?
Hey, Jim, quick question. I don't know if this is been addressed, and I apologize if it has been.
Yeah.
Are we doing the Badger pin every day? Is it for some reason today?
Thank you.
We called him out on it.
No, I think it's great.
I
I have a friend who wears an Autism Speaks pin every day, which is awesome. That's like for a cause. Is this like, are you raising money for the NIL this way?
The Badgers need a lot of help. They're basically a charity case at this point. No. So I was at an event, and I have 3 sport coats, and I just put a pin in each one of them. And I have an extra one for Wisconsin Sports Awards. So the funny thing everyone's noticing is I decided to leave this on because I hosted the Jump Around earlier today with Riley Yauk. That's on ESPN Madison, ESPN Milwaukee's YouTube streams, 12:30 on Thursdays. And I was like, you know what? I'll leave it on since I'm doing the Jump Around, and I've gotten nonstop. It's noticed. Not as much as my shoes, but it's been noticed.
It has been.
And
noticed.
what are the other pins? What other pins are in the mix?
So one is actually for it's Alex's Lemonade Stand, which is something with Northwestern Mutual for childhood cancer.
Okay.
And then another one
is that one is what people should be doing to raise awareness.
Yes.
That's great.
Another one is it's like everyone asked me about it because it's kind of strange if you don't know what it is, but it's actually like a silhouette of a red dress because it's for women's cancer and heart disease awareness.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the other one I have. And then Wisconsin
So
Sports
the Motion W fits with those other two?
I got this one for free. They gave it to me at a golf outing, so I slapped it on a coat.
I think he looks like he's just trying to be the athletic director. I don't know if he's like in the interview process or where he's at. So
I cannot confirm or deny.
I like that. Does Jim look like the AD? I don't know. I think he does.
I mean, you wouldn't have with that old haircut, I'll tell you that much. This new slick, hairless Jim is definitely the vibe.
I think
naked mole rat.
You guys are also kind.
I
don't know how to do it.
Well, when you say hairless, all I think of is like a hairless animal, like a hairless cat. Like when you say hairless,
you watch too much Kim Possible.
But no, I think he's got a look. He's got the shaved head, completely bald.
Mm-hmm.
He's got the goatee, beard, mustache combo package, a little salt and pepper. He's got a nice gray sport coat with a blue button down and the red Motion W on Wisconsin. I think Jim's got a look. I'm into it.
Yeah,
I
appreciate it. Stiff.
I think Evan listens to our show a lot, and he notices that we bully Jim, and he's like, "I need to defend Jim for a little bit." Hype Jim up.
No, I don't feel that way at all.
Evan, I have a question about the NBA Finals.
Sure.
Are you so? I know that you are a Miami Heat fan. But like, since you're in New York, are you rooting for New York? Are you rooting for the young up and coming team in the San Antonio Spurs? Where do you kind of land?
Yeah, I root for storylines when it's not the team that I'm in. Like the team that I root for. I'm not on any of these teams. Breaking news. I root for the storylines, and I think the storyline around either one of these can be good. Like this is one of these weird ones where I have historically, it's weird. I'm from New York. I grew up in New York, but I never liked the Knicks really. I liked the team in '99 that went to the finals because I loved Latrell Sprewell and Milwaukee's own, the state of Wisconsin, and Allen Houston, Marcus Camby. That was just a fun team to watch. I find this Knicks team unbelievably enjoyable and kind, and yet nasty on the floor. Like I don't think they're a turnoff at all, and I think there have been many Knicks teams historically that have been turnoffs. Like I just don't like the way they play. Some of the guys, whatever it is. This Knicks team, I mean, Jalen Brunson has proven me wrong every which way. All right? Totally. I did not think he could be the number one guy in a championship team. Josh Hart is, I mean, I'd probably give him, if I was a general manager, I'd probably give Josh Hart a max contract. I'm so dumb. Because to me, a guy like that just makes everybody around him better and sets the culture for a team. Same with OG Anunoby. And Karl Anthony Towns, my God, has he been unbelievable on defense and offense and everything and the way he carries himself. This guy has been so great, and it kind of retroactively makes Tom Thibodeau, the former coach there, and a guy that I was a huge fan of, Jimmy Butler, look bad because they thought he was not tough enough to be on a championship team. Well, he's 3 wins away from being a huge reason why a team wins a championship. But I think the bigger overall story is probably San Antonio. So that's probably where I go from a standpoint of Wemby. Can he do it this early? most players don't win this early or that late like Brady, right? Like if you think about if Jordan Love were to win a championship, it is more likely than not he will do it within that time frame where you would look at it and say, that's his prime, that's when he was supposed to do it, right? I think that Wemby doing it now is so beyond his years. Like, I don't look at him as ahead of schedule by making it to the finals. I look at him as ahead of schedule by winning it all, right? Like, LeBron got to the finals in 2007 with a bad Cavs team in relation to getting to the finals, and they lost to the Spurs. Nobody said, oh, wow, he was ahead of schedule. But if Victor Wembanyama, and I don't mean to be disrespectful to Giannis because he's awesome, he doesn't look at himself as like, oh, let me go compare myself to Giannis, who's going to be a first-ballot Hall of Famer, one of the greatest players to ever live. I think that guy looks at Michael Jordan, and that's what he's trying to compare himself to. So if you want to be like Mike, you got to win before Mike was able to win. And you can't lose in the round that Mike never lost at. That's why I think the Spurs are the more interesting of the two stories for me.
So what's your prediction for the series?
I said Spurs in 6. And I'm not thrown off by what happened last night. I think it would be in the Spurs' best interest to make and his best interest for 7'5" Victor Wembanyama to not voluntarily make himself 6'5" by playing outside on offense and defense. Like, you're 7'5", play 7'5". Easier said than done because it takes a physical toll and a wear and tear. But like, you want him to play near the basket on offense, and you want him to play near the basket on defense.
Evan, I had a gentleman's sweep, so that's not looking quite as good for the Spurs right now. But I wanted to talk the big Wisconsin news. Christian Watson, $110 million, $31 million guaranteed, or at least the signing bonus.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah.
Easy question: is Christian Watson overpaid?
No, because it feels like, and you guys got to correct me if I'm wrong on this, it feels like if he doesn't max himself out this year, it could be a 1-year, $31 million deal, no?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Or am I wrong about
100%.
that?
Yeah, because the way the Packers have kind of built their deals, it's the signing bonus is really the only thing that they guarantee. So, yeah, in theory, it's the $31 million they're on the hook for. So, smart roll of dice.
So,
Right.
I mean, they've had an interesting wide receiver offseason, and you guys got to help me because there were comments I want to say that LaFleur made that indicated people not happy with their role last year versus what they were hoping to do this year. And then obviously Romeo Doubs is on the Patriots, Ontavian Wicks is on the Eagles, which let me stop there. So hypothetically, people may not have been happy with their role. Yet the two teams that signed up for them would be New England and Philly. Two better teams and better franchises than Green Bay. So that, to me, could also be a little bit of a look in the mirror. Like, if they weren't happy here, but they're going to be happy over there, those two probably know more than we do. Just throwing that out there. And then the guys that they kept are like the guys that are supposed to be really good, but maybe haven't been yet. Is that fair to say? With Reed and Watson, like that they're supposed to be awesome, and maybe they will be, and maybe it's like, hey, we're kind of paying you now to be awesome, so be awesome, please. And we got these other guys out of there, so the path is clear for you. And first-round pick Matthew Golden, like, the time is now. So are those their big three of wide receivers, or am I missing it? Reed, Watson, Golden. And Golden?
Mm-hmm.
Correct.
Yeah. I mean, all of them are supposed to be big-time guys. I'm just looking. So Watson, and I know he's been hurt. Receptions, 41, 28, 29, 35. That does not indicate anything of significance at all in any way, shape, or form. It indicates he could be something really good, right? And again, I'm fully aware of the injuries. Jayden Reed, if I go to his stats, again, fully aware of the injuries. 64, okay, that we're heading somewhere. But then 55, and then last year because of the injury is 19. So there's three guys who aren't as proven, I don't think, as the guy, well, at least one of the guys that walks out the door, and you're paying a lot of money for them to be great. So you better be great.
Absolutely. I'm nervous personally. I think it's certainly attainable. Like, we set floors, like stat line 4, what you'd need to see out of Christian Watson to make this contract worth it.
But he kind of almost needs to double his
yeah,
stats
like
to make
Jim
it
was
worthwhile.
saying, you got to double your yards essentially. You pretty much have to double your catches. It just seems like a tall task, especially the way
For all of them, or just Watson, you're saying?
just for Watson. But it just
No,
the
because
way the
but Matt,
Packers.
it could be all of them. So let's just go through this for a second because you're on something here. So I'm just looking. I got ESPN.com up right now. So Watson, 35 catches last year, 611 in terms of yards, 6 touchdowns. Yeah. So for a $31 million, if you're looking at it as a 1-year deal, which I know they're not, but let's just say it is, 70, 1,200, 12. Yep. You'll say, hell yeah, he's worth it. But that seems like number one wide receiver money. Mm-hmm. Matthew Gold, 29 catches last year, 361 in terms of yards, no touchdowns. So 60 catches, over 700 yards. Doubling 0 is 0. So
he did
I don't know
have
what
one in the playoffs, so it doesn't count it. But
and then Jayden Reed, who obviously got hurt, but 19. He's probably got to triple his catches, right? He had 19, so let's call it 20. 200 yards, touchdown. Yeah, so he's probably got to get 60, 600 at least, and probably 6 touchdowns.
I mean, Riley had a good comp. Riley had a good comp in George Pickens in terms of pay and production. So we were kind of all debating, but like if Dak Prescott can do it with CeeDee Lamb, Jake Ferguson, and George Pickens, like if there's a will and a way, Jordan Love may be able to do that too.
Does George Pickens play with a better quarterback than Christian Watson does or no?
I think
statistically
yes,
but
Matt is anti-Dak Prescott.
Mr. Mid.
When we did, Evan, when you were on the last time with us, we asked you to give us your top 10
top
quarterbacks.
10,
For me, I put Jordan Love at 6 and Dak Prescott at 5. So to me, they are very comparable quarterbacks. It's just, Jordan Love isn't necessarily injury prone in the same way that Dak Prescott is, but Jordan Love gets injured as well. But I think that they are both very comparable quarterbacks.
Is there a world where this is Jordan Love's last year as Packers quarterback?
Man, I don't see it with getting Micah to say we need a new quarterback. Like
they don't have a backup plan, so no.
They don't have a backup plan. They'd have to go out and get one. They're not going to get a rookie to be like, hey, Micah is in his window and we need to win now with him. Like I think that Micah contract ensured that Jordan Love was at least going through his.
So basically, and I don't think it is. I was just asking that to see where you guys were going on this, just to see if that was even a discussion. But it's interesting. The more I look at the offensive numbers, I kind of think every single one of these guys has to double or at least 1.5 times their productivity in their main stats, including Jordan Love. 23 and 6. 46 and 12. Like, that's probably what you need. 12 would indicate throwing the ball more and, like, really being the offense relying on him. Obviously, if it's 46. But, so he probably needs to come close to doubling. Or what's 1.5 times that? I actually have a calculator. Why do I have a calculator up? I have no idea. So 23 times 1.5, 34.5. So that's 35 touchdowns. 6 times 1.5, 9. So 35 and 9 is probably where he needs to go. This is Riley has a homework assignment that by the time I'm off the air, which could be in a couple minutes here, I want 1.5 times Love touchdown interception, which I just gave you, Watson receptions and yards, double Reed for a full season last year, then go 1.5 because he only played 7 games. Let's give him 14. So double his productivity, then multiply it by 1.5, and then do the same for Golden. Give me 1.5 times. No, it's not that hard. Give me 1.5 times on wide receivers and quarterbacks, and I bet you that's going to be the over-under numbers for the Packers this year, or at least the target number for success. They need to 1.5 times close to full season output.
It's doable, right? Jim, do you think that's doable? It makes me nervous with Matt.
Exact numbers, Matt, but I think it could be. It could be.
If everyone is who you hope they are, then yeah. Like you brought up Dallas and Dak, and the big numbers is almost like a negative, like how much he threw and all that. But like he has to shoulder the entire offense, and it's a successful offense. The problem in Dallas, coincidentally, was their defense. And so with Green Bay, this year, the best part of this roster looks like it's on the defense. The best player on this team is on the defense. But if you actually want to go win a Super Bowl, it's truly Jordan Love that have to make the big jump.
Right.
Especially when you consider like the rest of the league. Like Jayden Daniels is healthy. Like other players can make growth, and other people could catch the Packers. So there's that other side of it too. Like you need a big year out of Jordan Love, and if he doesn't have that year, I think then he's on the you got to show us before we pay you deal. Because otherwise you end up like paying him $70.
By the way, they don't have their first rounder next year?
Nope.
Or
Okay.
the year after that, right?
No, it's just next two.
Yeah.
Oh,
So the first this year and last year.
This past year and this year.
Yeah.
We just hit on an unbelievably sneaky storyline. Wow, did we hit on something just now? Imagine if they had their first round pick in the hottest quarterback draft we've seen in years. If Jordan Love didn't take the leap, when what is this franchise known for? Taking a QB not a year ahead, but 3 years ahead. Jordan Love may have walked into his Aaron Rodgers, Jordan Love year if they had a first-round pick at the quarterback position. I'm sorry, they had a first-round pick in the 22nd draft. Wow, that is not saying Jordan Love would have been done with the Packers. That is saying that the clock is starting on you better hold this guy off.
Yeah.
I can't wait to hear this on Unsportsmanlike. Oh, it's going to be so good hearing you, Michelle, and Canty talking about it. Oh, I can't wait.
I know, Molly. I think I'm onto something.
You are.
You could be, but also I have always been of the belief that I think forever, but especially since Brian Gutekunst risked so much by essentially blowing up a franchise to get Jordan Love when he did and not help Aaron Rodgers, that he has to have so much pride in his draft picks. Like, to me, it's like, and that's why it takes him so long to move off of guys like a Rashawn Gary, a Lukas Van Ness, because he has so much pride in his
savage.
He's a second round pick, almost first round, but like he has so much pride in those picks that he doesn't want to admit that he's wrong, especially when it's a position like what you did with Jordan Love and Aaron Rodgers.
But, Molly, what I'm saying, I am not suggesting in any way, shape, or form Jordan Love shouldn't be the quarterback or can't be the quarterback or wouldn't be the quarterback. What I'm saying to you is that because of the fact that he has been kind of the same every year that he's been the starter, which includes no division titles, no Super Bowl appearances, and no top 5, 10 voting in the MVP, to my knowledge. What I'm saying is a franchise like Green Bay that looks at these opportunities, I wonder if, hypothetically, they would have seen one to draft a QB ahead of time to put some pressure on this guy like they did with Rodgers, and they got 2 MVPs out of it. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying Jordan Love's in the hot seat or anything like that. I'm saying it's very interesting that we won't have to have that conversation because they don't have a first-round pick.
You could go the positive way and say they believe in Jordan Love enough where they didn't care about the first-round pick next year.
That is definitively what they did.
Yep.
That is 1,000% what they did. But he has to now prove them right.
Yep.
All right, Evan, I got your stats for you. So,
why are you so angry about this? Jeez, bro.
You just told there was no math.
That was a lot of work.
It's not that much work.
Jordan Love, if we...
Let me set it up. For
All
those
right.
just tuning in. God, he's such a rookie sometimes, this Riley. All right, for those just tuning in. We said is the Packers stat line, the target stat line for their big 3 wide receivers and their quarterback, 1.5 times full season numbers from a year ago. Is that going to determine the stat line as to what their goals need to be this year? Riley, go ahead.
For Jordan Love passing yards, I don't think so. 1.5 times is 3,381 from last year. It's over 5,000 passing yards. So maybe just get around 4,000. But then 34 touchdowns and 9 interceptions. How do we feel about that?
That should be a goal. That should be a goal.
For Christian Watson, tell me if doubling or 1.5 sounds better here. Doubling would be 70 receptions, 1,200 yards, and 12 touchdowns, whereas 1.5 is 53 receptions, 916 yards, and 9 touchdowns.
I think 1.5 is a reasonable floor or target.
Yep. Jayden Reed, I doubled his 38 receptions, 414 yards, and 2 touchdowns.
But then you're supposed to times it by 1.5. I thought.
Then times that by 1.5. All right, I missed one step. But then doing that on the fly, 3 touchdowns, then 600 yards, 50-ish receptions.
Yeah. You just paid him, right?
Yeah.
All right. Matthew Golden, 60 receptions, 720 yards, and he had no touchdowns this year. I just gave him 5 touchdowns.
I mean,
done.
Aren't those all reasonable?
Yeah.
Numerically, they're reasonable. But
They're
now you're
numerically
asking for
reasonable,
1.5 times improvement from all of these guys.
What about when you throw in like Tucker Kraft? And
Your
I'm not
best
making
pass
excuses.
catcher.
I'm just genuinely asking, like, how does that impact their numbers? Though?
No. Okay, so then let's do that. What are his numbers from? Obviously, he got hurt, but
Yeah.
so how do you want to do it then? You want to take off of last year, or do you want to take off the year before? How do you want to do it?
Last year was the year he was like starting to break out. That's the,
You could just do what you did
that's
with
the
Jayden
Tucker
Reed, just
Kraft
double
I would
it.
like to see.
Okay, so they played 8 games. Yeah, so we'll double it. So 32 receptions, so make it 64. Yards is 489, make it 500. 6 touchdowns. So that's gonna be big numbers, but it seems doable. Can we 1.5 times that? So that's 30. So that's 64 times 1.5, right? If we're gonna do it that way, 64 times 1.5. This is good on the radio. 96.
But that's.
I mean, he seems like 100 catch. Trey McBride is like 120 catches or whatever he gets in Arizona.
Yeah.
Right.
So he's at yeah. I mean, we have figured out Packers math. Packers math for the target numbers for most of these the pass catching weapons and the person throwing the passes, or as Matt Hamilton has said about running backs, ball holders or whatever you said in the past.
It's quarterback tacklers, but ball runners, of course.
Yeah, ball runners. I think we figured out the math. That's what it is.
And it's feasible with a good quarterback like Jordan.
I feel like Matt does not think it's feasible. I could see his face right now on the video.
I'm just trying to think about, like, I was adding all those guys' yards up and then trying to think how many yards Jordan Love needs just to feed 4 players when we know there's going to be more people catching passes.
But again, we just talked about it with Dallas. Like, it's possible.
Matt just wants Aaron Rodgers with like a ruptured Achilles.
Lower the yardage, you keep the receptions up to have longer drives, maybe like think and dunk here, and you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I mean, I think there's got to be involvement with these guys if you're going to pay them. You're not paying them just to block, even though I think that's vital. But you're not paying them just to block.
If 3 out of those 4 guys do what Evan's talking about, you're going to be good shape.
Yeah, and I'm no mathematician, so
someone's going to bust out very well.
A little bit.
If I was betting on, I'd say Matthew Golden. Like, one of those guys is not going to be it.
Okay, and you don't think it's You think it's Matthew Golden?
I always worry when they're like, "Yeah, he didn't understand the playbook."
Fair.
All right, Evan, one last question for you. Matt and I gave earlier this week. We gave our top 5 Packers under the most pressure this season. Give us yours.
Top 5 Packers under the most pressure?
Yep.
Okay, 1 Jordan Love, 2 Jordan Love, 3 Jordan Love, 4 Jordan Love, and 5 Jordan Love. There's no other player under pressure. Not
Hey,
one.
at least we agree. Matt didn't have Jordan Love on his list at all.
I didn't.
No, there's not. Now, pressure would indicate a consequence. I don't think there's a consequence. We just went through that. But I don't think there is a single Packer that, in theory, is under pressure except for Jordan. Like, who else would be on that list that you're going to look at?
Jordan Morgan.
Lukas Van Ness.
Do people care about these guys like they care about Jordan Love? Lukas Van Ness, okay, because he's going to be a failed first-round pick, potentially.
And
Right,
also
but the
he has
last-
the backing of Micah Parsons behind him, too, right now. It's a lot of pressure.
Yeah, I mean, I guess Micah Parsons has pressure to play, which is not fair because you don't want him to rush back. But, like, you want to get, if he's going to be on the PUP list, you want to get 13 games out of him, you know? But that's not even, I'm not going to go crazy.
I was saying he's been hyping up Lukas Van Ness, and now there's, like, that additional pressure from Micah Parsons on LVN. But Matt had Trey Smack. You don't think Trey Smack, rookie kicker's on the list?
Kicker? Yeah, I guess because he's the only kicker on the roster. They drafted him, right? But, like, I don't know. I'm so quarterback focused, and I'm so Molly and Matt, whoever it came from first. I've said this on your show forever now.
Oh, it came from
You
us,
guys,
of course.
When you guys said it's time we figure out who Jordan Love is, that was 1.5 years ago. So how could there be pressure on anyone else but that guy when I still don't know what he is?
So
I know he's a good guy. I know he's a good person.
Yeah,
He
yes.
comes off as a really good person. So let's leave that. We're talking about we're talking about the stuff that actually doesn't matter. The football player.
And actually, but to that point on the football side of it, Matt, you and I used to tell you all the time, the most important thing for the Green Bay Packers when Aaron Rodgers was here was he was reason 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 and why he won. Now, Evan, I did that because of a rap lyric that I feel like you would know.
Dylon, nothing.
No, it's from KRS-One.
Dylon spits fire.
I'm not saying I'm number 1. Okay, I lied. I'm number 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And that's why I always said that he was 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 reason why the Packers win or lose. It's the same thing with Jordan Love.
The amount of different hip-hop references that have happened in this 30 seconds that no one gets is remarkable. Like, Matt and I are doing Making the Band / Method Man. Molly is doing Cardi B. And Jim is doing KRS-One.
Yes, y'all. All right.
And Riley's still doing that.
So I know clocks don't exist, but we are so past the end of the show. So, Riley,
Sorry,
have we just been talking on YouTube recently, or were we on the air?
Wait, what's happening? Yeah.
No, we're still on the air.
6:07. I'm
not doing this to Amber and Ian. They're my friends. I'm not doing that to them.
We have a recorded show after this, so the clock was not
we gotta go.
Tell everybody. It's still not okay. Who's running the clock? Wildy and Tausch? What are we doing?
I know. Well, Molly
You said there's no clock.
Molly doesn't have to drive home today, so she's like, I got time.
Never said that.
Molly's like, I got time.
All right, I'm going. I got to eat dinner. Goodbye.
All right. Thanks, Evan. This has been Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light.
See ya.
The World of Outlaws Sprint Car Series is set for an action-packed weekend in Wisconsin. Saturday, June 6th, the stars of the sprint cars take on Plymouth Dirt Track with racing at 7:30. Then, Sunday, June 7th, the action continues at Angel Park Speedway for the Ted Johnson Memorial with racing starting at 6:30 p.m. Get your tickets now at slspromotions.com or call 815-344-2023.
Condon Jewelers, the jeweler on the east side, the jeweler on your side. When you see Diamond Jim, you can count on him to be on your side. Selection beyond compare with on-site repair, so you can wear your jewelry with pride. Condon Jewelers, the jeweler on the east side, the jeweler on your side.
Step into nostalgia with the Miller High Life Dive Bars of the Month. Listen to Jim, Matt, and